Today we're looking at the story of Jairus' daughter and the woman with the issue of blood, both found in St. Luke chapter 8, verses 43 to verse 48. And this I find very interesting, fascinating even, because we are seeing here two issues or two problems that are 12 years of age. And it seems somewhat as if there is a reason for these two stories being put together or actually occurring around about the same time. We understand that Jairus had a daughter and that she was very sick. She was so sick he was concerned that she was about to die. We also know of the woman with the issue of blood that she had this problem for 12 long years. She had sought the help of many physicians and other individuals, but no one seemed to be able to help her. She was also likely about to die, because we all know that the life is in the blood, and if you are constantly losing blood, then over time you're going to become so weak that chances are you could die. So therefore we are here seeing two situations where death is close by. Chances are Jairus was losing hope. He was worried, he was concerned, he didn't know what to do. If he had money, that wasn't the solution to the problem that he faced. This woman, she had tried everything. She also was on the brink of losing hope. There was nothing else that she could try. But somehow both individuals heard that Jesus was nigh. And both individuals decided in their hearts that he was the only hope they had left. This woman pushed her way through the crowd. There were many reasons why she shouldn't even have been amongst the crowd. But somehow she recognized that her last resort was about to pass her by, and so she pushed through the crowd. For 12 years, she's remembering the many nights, the many days when she went through the pain of the bleeding that was taking place. And as she remembered, she kept on pushing through the crowd. She remembered the many doctors that she'd gone to and how it is that they told her, "We can't help you," and she kept pushing through the crowd. She remembered how it is that the last time she heard, she was told, "You might die and it might be very soon." So she kept on pushing through the crowd. She had heard how Jesus had healed the blind man. She had heard how Jesus had healed the leper. And so she kept pushing on through the crowd because she recognized that the only way out of her situation was going to be a touch from the Master. She exercised her faith and she decided, if I could just touch the hem of his garment, then I will be made whole. No matter what others have said, no matter how hopeless my situation is, if I can just touch Jesus, then I will be made whole. And so she kept pressing, and she pressed, and she pressed, and she pressed. And then finally, within her reach was the hem of Jesus's garment. She held on to it for dear life. And immediately, not sometime later, not a week later, not a month later, not years later, but immediately upon touching Jesus with faith, she was made whole. After 12 long years of worrying and crying and going to bed at nights wondering why, she was now within reach of her deliverance. She had been made whole by a touch from the Master. Jairus, on his way to back home for Jesus to touch his daughter to heal her, the servants met him and told him, "Don't worry, your daughter is dead." He also 12 years of loving his daughter, was remembering the many good times they'd had together. He was remembering what a lovely daughter she was. And now he too was losing hope because he was just told that his daughter had died. But Jesus looked at him and said, "Don't worry, she's just asleep." And by faith he believed that if Jesus said that was what it was, then he would see his daughter alive again. And so again, with just a touch from the Master, Jairus' daughter was raised back to life. Are there any dead situations in your life? Is there anything that is leaving you without hope? Are you feeling as if you've tried everything, but nothing has worked? Are you feeling like giving up? Have you lost all hope in what life has to give? I tell you, my friend, there is hope in Jesus. He hasn't changed. You just need to touch him by faith, and you too will see life come back into your circumstances. They may have said over time that there is no hope, but I tell you, when Jesus comes along, there is more than hope. Put your trust and your confidence in God today, and recognize that no matter how long it has been that you've been going through these hard times, these circumstances that you wonder why, what have I done wrong to be deserving of this? Remember that all things are working together for your good. God is going to get some glory out of your life. You are not just going through this just for nothing. It is because God sees something in you and he wants to get some glory out of your life. Keep pressing on, my friend. Don't give up. Even when others around you are putting up roadblocks and stumbling blocks, don't give up. Keep pressing. And like that woman who after 12 years was able to testify of the goodness of the Lord, you too will be able to tell others, "Come see what the Lord has done. Taste and see that the Lord is good." Indeed, my friend, your situation is about to change. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. God is coming through for you. God bless you, and tune in to my channel, Life's Many Faces, as we continue to share in Jesus' name.